Alright. Let me move some of the stuff. I should move the stuff before the stuff. I haven't streamed working for a while now. And we are online. Welcome back everyone. I just made some debugging today. The last 2 days were a little bit frustrating. And today I decided, since yesterday I finished working with a full time, but I was a little bit frustrated because some of the issues I couldn't solve, and because I changed the whole game, as if I'd done a lot in it. I used to use the creatures objects as ducks, and because I don't have multi-layers for the creatures in the maps yet, and I thought about, hey, I'm making a ducks game, won't be really interesting to get the ducks can come on the sky in different layers. So sometimes you can see them behind the clouds, sometimes in the front of the trees, sometimes behind other trees. And I was like, okay, you have two choices. Either to implement the multi-maps system that work on the same screen, or use objects as ducks. So I was like, let's do the easier one. So I start working and making ducks as objects. Let's show you. So this is the game file creator. And if we go to the animations here, particles, these are the players, these are the ducks. And we don't need them anymore. So we made objects as ducks. And just to find out, actually I can merge both objects to be one now. Should I? Yeah, I need to do that, but next step by step. So we have a duck, and I add a duck animation. And when I start working on that yesterday, I found out that the animations for the objects and the mini objects and everything are managed as a data structure. It's loaded, it saves, it's everything fine, but the game engine doesn't deal with them. The system wasn't complete. So I worked on that, and I faced a lot of issues, but I solved them slowly. And at the end, I got an issue that for some reason when we start a game, the ducks on different layers doesn't give different collision, because actually I wasn't going to use the collision stuff with objects in different layers, because I was thinking files with different layers should be based on players in the map with different layers. So, and the AI control creatures, doesn't control objects. I didn't change that yet, so I didn't make the move, but finally made the stupid duck play the fly animation. And all of a sudden, when I try to hit the duck, it doesn't hit the right rectangle. So I actually stole the code for the debugger from the old test here. And the debuggers do some troubles when they try to draw 2D on a 3D screen and stuff. And when you try to debug and pause the debug with the breakpoint, it might make issues and crash the whole thing. So I'm trying to avoid that, but anyway. So when I click on anywhere, it shows me the last duck rectangle position. And actually it was smaller, but I made it bigger for testing purposes. So when I hit here, for some freaking reason, it doesn't show. I used all kinds of calculation trying to figure out what's going on. This is the wrong project. Here. Oh, this is the wrong project too. Silly you. And the number seems fine, the position of the bullets and everything. and I couldn't figure it out. It must be way far in the middle, then it will work, or maybe a little bit outside from the left, and it will work. And that screwed me a lot. I mean, if you click on the head, it doesn't work. So the rectangle positioning and scaling with the layer is working fine. It gives you the bigger rectangle just as it is, because this is not the right side. Let me spawn ducks with all layers. Give me a second. And let's make all of them with one side, with one layer. So layer, is there a layer 0? The zoom layers are a little bit whacked. Maybe there is no layer 0 actually. We will see, we will see. Yeah, it's kind of funny when I myself not sure what the heck is going on. I mean, especially with the order. So let's make all of them actually 50. And here 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, and 300. And then we do the same, but with, let's check first. If, oh no, I need to make a way to spawn ducks on the same interval. Slowly I'm going to add these features. My first priority is, as you can see, trying to fix these stupid problems. So it doesn't look much. I could make it much more different. But this is the closest duck that we can get, and this is the farthest in the boast ground. We actually have a negative layers that's smaller than the normal, so it's it must be layer -1. I believe -4 is the maximum, but let's test that. Let's test that, and let's make them into like face the other position. Oh yeah, objects cannot be reflected vertically or horizontally yet. It doesn't save in the data. When I add them to the map, I cannot do that yet. So I made a fast fix. The map doesn't load correctly for some reason. I made a fast fix for it that I gave it see here, -4, yeah, the thing is there is no layer 0. Wonder how did this one worked. So there is no way to do it in the editor yet. Actually, I cannot even add the data for it in the file yet. A lot of crap I'm doing here, I know. It's taking forever. So yeah, I cannot, Oh, the time. Yeah, I will, as I said, make a better system that I can spawn ducks on the same interval. So here, as you can see, farthest from closest, and whoopie-doo, we have a faulty layer. So there is a layer that it shouldn't be. Yeah, I shouldn't have layer 0. It's ridiculous that I add a duck with a faulty layer, and he just realized, you don't have a layer 0, dude. Like, I don't? Yeah. So as you can see, only the last duck shows. So I tried to figure out what's going on, couldn't figure it out, so I was like, okay. Tomorrow, which is today, I will start debugger to show the red rectangle, as you can see, and I add the red rectangle and it's fine. It seems fine. I mean, it's as you can see, I'm sorry, I'm going back and forth. I'm trying to explain what's going on. If I kill this duck, it will show the other one, and the size is perfectly scaled with the duck. There's no mistakes. Like, the rectangle is not far away, or it's just back away, or it's just smaller instead of bigger. It's working fine, but for some reason on the edges, even though I'm using interact function, not contains, and the fire, actually the bullet, it's really hard for me to see it because it doesn't last long. It lasts 16 milliseconds only. It immediately disappears. It's exactly in the middle of the stupid cursor. Actually, we can let the bullets live longer in the game, just for testing purposes to show you. And here, we can give it a life of 100. Whoops, I didn't save the bullet info. Save. So now it has 100, and it shouldn't have 100 because we are not moving it. We are not playing a traditional platform game. We're playing a silly game that's... I never thought I will make one that soon. A shooter, a rail shooter, or whatever it's called. So we go to the Mincy arcade and replace the game file with the new bullet that lasts longer, so we can see them and see what the heck is going on. Let's close the test game. I screwed up the objects now, and oh boy, the test game won't work anytime soon. Need to fix the maps manually for the freaking 1 billion times. And look at that, because we, oh yeah, we deleted the duck, didn't we? We don't have this case anymore. Yeah, we don't have creature as duck anymore. And the AI, we need to delete the addition. Yeah, we don't add them to the AI. So there you go. The bullets, what the? Should it move to the right? Did I give it speed? Then. Give me a freaking second. It shouldn't move. The bullet shouldn't move. Actually, this is not a traditional way to use bullets in the game. The problem with bullets, it required an animation that has a fire point exit from the weapon itself. I never thought I will make a game that doesn't use weapons in the screen that shoots. And the first commercial game I done, and the first game in the arcade, is a duck shooting ducks, and it doesn't have weapons on the screen. Just freaking ridiculous. You cannot believe how ridiculous it is. And because the game is it's a game engine, I can do whatever I want, and that's the whole thing. I'm trying to prove I can do whatever I want. So actually, I didn't use the attack function that's installed in the game engine that was supposed to do to make the characters shoot, and instead creating fires directly from a function that's called inside the minigame. So the function here, I mean, yeah, it's a game engine. You can do some dirty work like that, and that's what's give it the edge over using something like Unity. The problem is the game engine is not finished, and it will never be finished. The features need a lot of freaking work, need a lot of time, and it's so frustrating. Every time I try to add a small thing, I need to do tons of things in the game engine before it works. So I add the fire in here directly and manually, and put it just beside the cursor of the mouse, and then reduce the position where the map is printed, the RF rectangle or vector. So I need to drag that out, so when I click on here, it doesn't take the cursor position, because the cursor position actually is in the cursor position, but the map starts from here, and this is the 0 of the map. So if I took the real position, it will fire the thing in here, not in here, because you see the game started from here. Anyway, so why do we have a speed for the bullet? No, speed 1, 0. Okay. Perfect. So as you can see, even if the bullet is on the corner of the stupid thing, and the rectangle, if we go to here and ask where's the rectangle, it's exactly in the middle of the stupid bullet. It's the 344. And for some reason it yeah, it doesn't. I must shoot the duck in a weird positions to work. So here, hopefully you can see it, the bullet intersect with the stupid thing, and yet it doesn't collide. So what did I did? I just add another testing rectangle for the bullet. I read the numbers yesterday for more than 30 minutes, adding numbers everywhere to check out what the heck is going on, and the numbers are fine. It shows like it should intersect, but yet it doesn't intersect. So I was like, you know what? Let's add another rectangle around the bullet, and look at that. I wish if I can zoom for you guys, but the rectangle is far, far away from the bullet for some reason. And I'm not sure why. So we need to fix this, and when we fix this, we will get ourselves on track to finish the whole thing. So I will try to fix this in front of the camera. That's why when I shoot in here, away from the rectangle, it intersects with them. Because as you can see, the position is wrong. As you can see, the gun, the bullets come out immediately, directly in the middle of the cursor. Later on, based on the weapon accuracy, I will make it to have some noise, some random margin to add to the position. But first, let's figure out why the fudge is this happening. So what's going on here? The number should be perfect in here. So let's go to the this function. Okay, so this is the number 4433. And this is in the fire class. So this is the father of all objects, of all the fire bullets in the map class. So I don't save the data in every freaking bullet. It's only in the blueprint. So we get the collision here. It's the same function, isn't it? Why the position getting wrong? Should the position have one S? Yeah, I'm not sure why it has two S. Was it a typo? Or I was in the wrong position. I should run the timer, so let's start the timer for an hour. And something is telling me that I might messed up something. Wonder rectangle. Why? Alright, let's take a look. Oh yeah, I'm looking for an artist. I know no one is watching these videos, but I might start to... Why this function get called immediately? Oh, okay. So this one will return this one, which is this one. Which is 3344. And then we'll try to add the position of the bullet itself. So this one will become the additional number. Now, 282, 285. So to add 3, which is the correct value. Why it's called again? Maybe because the bullet is it's alive, it doesn't last for only 1 second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Which function am I using when I'm trying to intersect with the bullets? I'm using this one. Okay. So this one give you the additional value, and here it says interact values. Oh boy. Yeah, I, to be honest, have zero clue why it's not exactly on the bullet itself. Let's try to think about this logically. I mean, I wonder where's the cursor position. Yeah, I need to print the cursor position, I'm afraid. So to reduce this havoc, let's have one duck for testing. And let's have a big one too. Of course, the real game should have some kinds of randomizer, but it have some info like we need from 10 to 12 ducks or something, and change the position and make them move and blah 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 to make it a game, 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 to make it... Okay, calm down. How can I print the value of the cursor when I fire only? So let's go to the bullet and let's print a cross. So let's have a cross called CB. Oh, we already have the CB values. Oh, we already have these 3. I should remove them after I finish with them. So let's try to move them with the debug section. Actually, I prefer to move them a little bit lower. I will delete them after I finish. Why this one is gray? Seems I didn't use it. To be honest, I'm not sure what's he's trying to tell me. Use auto property. It seems that I'm using like only reference it once or something. So let's give a CB value and let's print it out and let's make it brown. I watched a lot of Video Game Nerd. So let's give it the value of the cursor when I fire. So this is the player who's firing. So I can take the value from wait a second. Is this a related issue? I'm not sure. You see, this is the cursor, but on the corner, and the cursor is a 32 pixel width and height. That's why I add 16 exactly. Please, scroller, don't scroll down. Thank you. So let's give the CP this value and this value, which is the Y this time. And take a look. And instead of depending on the stupid numbers all the time, now what? What key? One of the games in the pipeline refused to change the word into capital white no matter how many times I replace the file for some reason. And this seems to stop doing that. Thanks God. Okay, so as you can see, the X is clearly not the same position of the rectangle. But it seems the rectangle is away like by... How far is this X edge thing? It's size of 3. So it's almost the size of 3 actually. Are you telling me I should drag these stupid thing 6? But why? The question is why? So I'm not sure what to do, to be honest. So the first thing I would like to do is to make the stupid thing bigger and see how it will affect the whole fiasco. Because I have zero clue, to be honest. Wait. Oh, both of them are in the same folder. And the only thing I can think about it is to play around, because logically nothing is wrong with the calculation. The bullet is here, the X is here, the command tell it put the stupid freaking bullet there, and yet its position is far, far away for the collision. So yeah, there you go. Just to show you some of my problems I face when I code and debug, and why I get frustrated. So this is enough for streaming for today. I will continue and try to fix it. To be honest, I might scream a little bit, I might curse a little bit, punch the wall a little bit, I don't know. No, just kidding, no worries. Thank you for watching, and I don't think anyone in the world would like to watch this, but see you next time.